Hello, all. Uh, Thank you for joining us again. We are here for the next matchup of the day. This is going to be the seventh seed Q versus our 10th seed Flub Dub. But before we get into that, we had a bit of deliberation. We calculated the scores, and in the end, it ended up being Louis, unfortunately, who came up a bit short. So the winner of the last round was, well, let me check in with the producers. Who was that? Who won the last one? FaZe Barry will advance to the round of 8. So, unfortunately, both contestants. He won by a very, very thin margin, came down to just 7 points. So, I want to say kudos to both contestants for participating, and best of luck to Barry for advancing. I'm noticing a trend here. Whenever somebody wears Bitcoin merch, it doesn't work out for them, sadly. But hopefully, that's not the case for our contestants going forward. But now that that's out of the way, let's get into this matchup. So, hey everyone, welcome to the Crypto IQ Finals. I'm your host, Kelvin Sparks, and today we've got an exciting round of trivia packed with surprises, challenges, and of course, plenty of chances to hit the jackpot. That being said, for the audience listening at home, at some point during each matchup, we'll have an audience participation portion of the competition. That means that audience members who follow Crypto IQ closely and participate will be eligible to win 2,500 USDC at the end of the Crypto IQ Finals tournament. And as you can see, we're not just rewarding our gig brains, but the folks who show effort and would love to learn more about crypto, you too can win. And I want to make a huge shout out to Polymarket for sponsoring today's event and helping make this trivia chaos possible. Jump on the waitlist at polymarket.com by using code THEBLOCK. That's all lowercase THEBLOCK, because sometimes the best way to stay informed is to see what everyone else is betting their confidence on. Now, without further ado, let's meet our contestants. So, in the 7th slot for the Crypto IQ Finals, we have Q. Welcome. How are you doing? And please share a little bit about yourself or maybe your crypto journey.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, doing great. Really happy to be here. Happy competing with some of the best minds in crypto. Yeah, personally, I guess I work at Monad. This is my fifth week at Monad, so I guess it's pretty recent. But yeah, particularly I work in the protocol team where I work on essentially improving everything related to the on-chain protocol of the Monad protocol. So it's been fun. The past couple of weeks we had our TGE, and I think now we're working on actually really polishing up the DX and ensuring everything works out great for all of our users. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Happy to be here.
Cheers. Cheers. Thank you for the intro, Q. And actually, since we're on air, I can say this. Can you please speak to someone at, what is it, Coinbase wallet and tell them to integrate Monad into the smart wallet? My airdrop is stuck. I would like it, but I can't do anything with it. So sorry. Selfish, shameless plug. But
I hear you loud and clear. I'm on it. I'm on it right now.
this is what I'm talking about. There's no place like Crypto IQ. Thank you for that, Q. And now in the 10th slot, we have Flubdub. Welcome. How are you doing today? And please tell the folks at home a little bit about yourself.
Hey, good morning, good day to all of you. Thanks for having me. Well, I first heard of Bitcoin in 2011, but unfortunately, I didn't buy anything. A few years later, I dabbled in the Ethereum's ICO craze, which was a lot of fun, but in the end, I think I lost more money than I gained. During the crypto winter 2018, 2019, I wasn't interested at all in crypto, but my interest came back during DeFi summer, which was a lot of fun. Since then, I constantly keep myself informed, but dabbling in different ecosystems, but I think I would consider myself some sort of ETH like Maxi.
Understood. Thank you for the context, Flo. And it's great to have both of you here. Now, let's get into how the game works before we start the competition. In this game, players will answer 10 questions. The topics are at random, so it could be of various types. Think multiple choice, rank and order, as well as free answer questions, rather. Excuse me. So, questions worth more as the game progresses, but the difficulty of the questions increase as well. Oh, and the most important part, as the seconds tick, questions will bleed points. So your objective is to answer as quickly and correctly as possible. So that means Sam Altman, the folks at ChatGPT, Anthropic, all that, they cannot save you. We'll do a check-in about the halfway point to tally up the points, but in the end, the player with the most points wins the round and will advance to the round of 8. That being said, contestant number 7, Q, can I get a verbal confirmation you are ready?
I'm ready.
And Flubdub, can I get a verbal confirmation that you are ready to go?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, without further ado, let's jump into the questions. This is a visual one, guys. What collection is this NFT from? Is the correct answer A, Bored Ape Yacht Club? Is it B, Azuki? Is it C, Akuma Origins? Or is it D, Kiwami? Let's see. We had 2 answers come in. Both were correct. The correct answer was B, Azuki.
It says we are wrong. Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
wrong.
it's fine. There, we'll tally up the points in the back end. It looks like there's some issue with the system that we are using, but I can see I have 2 references that you both are in fact correct, and that does look like an Azuki PFP to me, if I'm being honest. So I don't know what's going on in the back end. We'll figure it out. But over here, I can see the times that you answered as well as the correct points. Looks like in that one, Q, you answered just slightly ahead of Flubdub in about 3.6 seconds, or 3.7 seconds, excuse me, for 76 points. Flubdub, you earned 65 with that one. But yeah, we'll figure that out. That being said, guys, the next one is a free form, so please do have your keyboards ready. Question number 2. Name this crypto founder. All right.
I have no idea.
Same here.
Let's see. All right. Did both contestants answer? I don't see anything on my end.
Because we didn't answer, I guess.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised. I thought that one was a layup. You guys, so curious actually, Q, do you participate in any of the antics on Pump Fun at all?
I do not like. I have just seen the product just to explore like its UI UX. I particularly don't like it either. But no, I think I guess yeah, I sort of disagree with the concept of pump fun, so I don't use it.
Understood. And the correct answer for that was the founder was Alon. So Alon, ALON would have sufficed, as well as his handle A1LON9 as a free form. So understood on the refuting of Pump Fun. But yeah, this is a tough one. Crypto IQ, you never know what to expect regarding questions. That being said, let's move on to the next one. This is Lauren Culture. Question number 3. How many months of prison time was Binance founder CZ sentenced to in 2024? Was the correct answer A, 4, B, 16, C, 2, or D, 6? All right. Yep, I can see that there were 2 answers and they were split. It turns out that Flubdub, you were correct. The answer was
Great.
4. How'd you know?
I think I remembered because CZ always showed the 4 with his hands and for FUT, and that was quite funny back then when he got a 4-month sentence.
Yeah, it's crazy. Is it life imitating art or art imitating life? You never know. But I digress. Let's move on to question number 4. This is a rank order question, contestants. Order these tokens from oldest to newest. The top is the oldest. So in choice A, we have curve. Choice B, we have compound. Choice C, we have YFI, here in finance. And choice D, we have sushi for sushi swap. Let's see how our contestants are doing. Oh, this was a split decision or split answers here. Only one of you was correct, and that was Flubdub. You got it. So, Curious Q, what tripped you up with that one there?
Honestly, like a lot of the old projects, it's like mixed up, I guess. So I just took the best guess here. Honestly, that's it.
Understood. Understood. And Flubdub, you seemed to answer, took a bit more time to answer that one, but it seemed like you were certain you got it right. What was going through your head?
I mean, I was active in DeFi Summer. I wasn't sure about Wi-Fi or Curve, which came first, but I was sure that Comp was the first and Sushi the last. So it took me a little bit longer.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was Comp that kicked off the governance token meta. That was a pretty hype launch when it did come out. But all right, let's move on to a technical question now. Question number 5. How many hexadecimal characters are in an Ethereum address? Is the correct answer A, 42? Is it B, 15? Is it C, 21? Or is it D, 25? These questions are increasing in difficulty. I do not envy our contestants. All right, we got 2 answers, but only one was correct. The correct answer was A, 42. Q, you seem to be very, very familiar with the EVM working at the protocol level. How did you know that? It's like very random info.
So it's like 20 bytes, which is 40 characters, and then a 0x. So that's it. It's 42.
Plain and simple. It made it easy. I like it. I definitely would not have had that knowledge. Probably would have threw darts at a board. However, we are at the halfway point in the 7 versus 10 matchup. Let's check out the leaderboard, see how our contestants are doing. So, with 2 of the 5 questions answered correctly thus far, Flubdub, you are in the lead, but just barely. There's a 32 point margin. Q, you are currently in second place, only 1 of the 5 correct, but looks like you got a lot of points on that last one. So, how you feeling going into the latter half of this round, Q?
I don't know. I think the best player will win. It's all good.
Fair game, and very, very accurate. Flubdub, you're in the lead. You getting nervous going into the second half, or how you feeling going forward?
No, it's easy going. It's fun. Thanks.
I like it. Good sports. So before we move on to the second half of the round, I want to get a verbal confirmation. Flubdub, are you ready for our next question?
Yes, sure.
And Q, can I get a verbal confirmation? Are you ready for our next question?
I'm good.
All right, let's move on. This is a lore and culture question. Question number 6. Which of the following FTX executives received no prison sentence? Was it A, Ryan Salame? Was it B, Gary Wang? Was it C, Caroline Ellison? Or was it D, Arnault Tsao?
No idea.
No, I messed up my answer. I picked it
Well,
wrong.
both of you cannot be wrong. One of you was correct. The correct answer was B, Gary Wang received no prison sentence. Let's see. Looks like Q, you got that one right. I know you doubted yourself, but did you not follow a lot of the FTX drama, or yeah?
I mean, I kind of was, but at the same time, like I guess like I have a very short-term memory with these things. So usually I just picked the name that I thought I heard, but I didn't really know. Yeah.
Understood. Yeah, you definitely don't know what you don't know. But I'm curious, how do you usually consume crypto news, and what kind of news do you tend to gravitate towards?
I think for me particularly, it's usually just reading up whatever comes on my feed. I think that's one. So I think stuff from the block does show up, which is useful. And yeah, I think Cointelegraph. Those two, I think, most popular crypto. But yeah.
Man, I don't know. The former half of the statement was all about that. If you want to read accurate informed crypto news, be sure to read the block. But I think I lost a little bit of the connection towards the latter half of your statement. But I digress. Let's move on to question number 7. This is a technical one. The question is, what does SIMD stand for in reference to Solana? Is the correct answer A, Solana Infrastructure Modernization Directive? Is it B, Solana Innovation and Mechanism Development? Is it C, Solana Improvement Documents? Or is it D, Solana Infrastructure Management Directive? Let's see. Looks like both contestants answered. Unfortunately, both contestants were wrong. The correct answer to that one was C, Solana Improvement Documents. I feel like we got Q's perspective, maybe on one application on Solana, but curious, Flubdub, what was the last interesting thing you did on Solana?
Actually, I can't remember. I'm not into the Solana scene.
Fair game. You did say you were a quote unquote Ethereum maxi, so understandable. Q, I know you feel about Pump Fun, but have you done anything interesting on Solana lately?
Yeah, I think like there are good products in Solana for sure, right? I think there's a bit of a beef going on in the ecosystem, but I think that's with every ecosystem. But I mean, there are products like Jupiter, Titan that are actually pretty good. So it's all good.
Yeah, very, very true. Balanced approach. Now, contestants, please have your keyboards ready. This is going to be an input question. Let's move on to question number 8. Which of the following Bitcoin logos was not proposed by Satoshi? Looks like you have 3 choices to choose from here. Let's see. Wow. Flubdub, super quick on the draw. Let's see. For that one, looks like we got 2 answers. Only one of you was correct. And the correct person was Flubdub. Answer was C. How'd you know?
I mean, this is the newest one, and Satoshi left early, so it was quite easy, I think.
Fair game. Fair game. And I'm curious, since we do have a Gigabrain joining us, is very rare. Do you think that Bitcoin is just like tech equities beta at this point?
Looking at the price action, no.
Fair. Good answer. Good answer. But contestants, again, here's another one. Please have your keyboards ready. This is going to be a input question. Let's move on to question number 9. This ERC standard was developed through a collaboration of teams from Engine, Horizon Games, and the Sandbox to make NFTs semi-fungible. Wow. It's one of the rare questions I actually know the answer to. I feel like a Gigabrain. All right. Q, super quick and also super correct. The correct answer was 1155. This was the semi-fungible token standard on Ethereum. I guess curious, at the protocol level, are you seeing any changes across any ecosystem that you're finding really interesting, Q?
I think the good thing is we're moving towards better account abstraction. So I think that's been pretty interesting to see. I think it would be also good to sort of adapt to changing expectations, which I think we're addressing somewhat with the scaling roadmap on Ethereum. And I think at Monad, of course, we have our own ways of optimizing that. So all good.
Yeah, eloquently stated. That being said, we are approaching the final question of the round. Let's pause, take a look at the leaderboard, and see how both of our contestants are faring thus far. looks like Q, you are in the lead, but not by much, honestly. Thus far, you've answered 3 questions correctly for a total of 574 points. And Flubdub, not too far behind. You have 3 questions so far answered correctly for 511 points. As we've seen in Crypto IQ, things can come down to the wire. So curious, Flubdub, how are you feeling going into the final question?
It's gonna get interesting. It's really close, I think. A good opponent. Q is smart.
Yeah, you are as well. Definitely don't want to sell yourself short there. And Q, what would it mean to advance? What would it mean to advance to the next round of Crypto IQ for you?
Yeah, firstly, I think Flub does know a lot. I think he's being very humble, which is too kind. And I guess if I do advance, it'll just be fun to compete with someone new. But yeah, I think this was pretty good too.
Understood. So I'll get a verbal confirmation from you both, and we will pull up the final message. That being said, Q, are you ready for the last question?
I am ready.
Flubdub, are you ready for the last question?
Yes, I am.
Let's move on. This is a technical one. Question 10. If a contract enforces that TX origin matches message sender, what is it trying to ensure? I do not envy our participants. Is it A, that the caller is a contract? B, that the caller is an externally owned account? C, that multiple signers were used? Or D, that a delegate call is occurring? All right. Let's see what our contestants put. Looks like both answered and both were correct. That the correct answer is that the caller is an externally owned account, also known as an EOA. That being said, let's pull up the leaderboard and see who walked away with this round. It's pretty close. And Q pulled out towards the end there, answering extremely quickly and extremely correctly. Finished the round with 894 points and will be advancing. Congrats. Well, congrats to both participants, but unfortunately, Flubdub, you came up a little bit short there. Only 693 points and not enough to get it done, but all the same, thank you for participating. Any words of wisdom for the folks at home, Flubdub, before you depart from this year's Crypto IQ finals?
So Q, congratulations. I hope you win this contest.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you so
Thanks
much.
for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. No worries. All right. I do want to thank both of our contestants for joining. And now we're going to move on to our audience participation portion. That being said, congratulations, Q, and we will see you soon. So let's move on. Now, please pay attention to the stream. You should see a QR code to join the audience competition. As a reminder, audience members who follow Crypto IQ closely will be eligible to win 2,500 USDC at the end of the Crypto IQ Finals tournament. All you need to do is follow the matchups and participate in the audience member questions. Do not worry if you missed the first few matchups. There's still time to catch up as we get closer towards the Final Four. Questions will be worth more points. So please provide your nickname, your X/Twitter handle if you'd like, and most importantly, please use the same email. This ensures that we can track your participation across the different matchups. So we'll give it a little bit, let folks log in, get access, and then we will start the audience participation portion. That being said, let's take a look at the audience portion, or the audience leaderboard, and see how folks are faring. All right, looks like Wintermute still is in the top 2 slots, but folks are closing in. Ab, Shard, and Decentralix occupy the remaining 3 of the top 5 slots, with a ton of folks not too far behind. Oh, and these are some familiar names. Looks like Larry was participating. I see Trophy in there. Somebody put intern. Maybe it's the block intern. Who knows? But good stuff. I'm seeing a lot of cool names here. So shout out to all those folks, all those folks at home. Give it another couple seconds for everyone to get prepped. And now let's move on to question number 11 of the audience participation portion. So for question 11, this is a lore and culture one. What is not a Solana wallet? Is the correct answer A, Solflare, B, Phantom, C, Backpack, or D, Soulkeep? Shout out to all the Solana manlets at home. Just want to say I appreciate you. Looks like there's a ton of Solana manlets watching live, as there was a 100% correct audience participation. I believe that might be, oh no, there was one other that was also 100% correctness. But the correct answer was D. Soulkeep is not a Solana wallet. So let's take a peek at those scores really quickly. See how they're rolling in. Okay. Looks like some folks are creeping up. Ab is coming for that second slot. I don't know, Fade, you may need to click a little bit faster, or who knows, co-locate. But it is getting very, very close. All right, let's move on to the next question. This is a wild card. Question 12 for the audience participation. The left curve versus midwit versus right curve meme is based on which chart? Is the correct answer A, normal distribution, B, yield curve, C, risk curve, or D, S curve? Again, looks like the audience answered with 100% correctness. I don't know. If I was late to the competition, I would be in here. These are like layups, honestly. The correct answer was A. The meme follows the normal distribution. That is, man. I need to pull up an audience link on my phone, man. I wish I could co-host and go back and forth at this point. But let's pull up the leaderboard one last time, see how folks at home are doing. And from there, we can wrap up until next time. But okay. Ooh, Decentralix jumped up a lot on that one. That was crazy. Yeah, occupying the third slot. You jumped Fade as well as Shard. I don't know. You snooze, you lose in Crypto IQ. Folks, you got to participate if you want to win. So, wow. Still, Wintermute occupying the top slot, but Ab and Decentralix have jumped a significant number of slots. And I have a feeling it's going to come down to a few points, down to the wire, a few points wise, even in the audience participation portion. But that being said, I do want to thank everyone at home for tuning in. And again, a huge shout out to Polymarket for making this possible and sponsoring the competition. Jump on the wait list on polymarket.com by using code THEBLOCK. That's THEBLOCK, all lowercase. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in about 29 minutes for our next matchup. See you soon, folks.